If they don't know what FFA is, what we're about, what these blue jackets stand for, they may not want to join. It's your job to get the word out to everyone and make sure that they're informed with communication, right? Communication is kind of the overriding theme of this lesson. So within this next activity, that's exactly what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to communicate with your team. Ansley?
All right, so our activity is something I'm really excited about. We just figured out this activity in the last session, and it's going to be really fun. So we're going to group you guys up into groups of three.
Let's do 3 this time. I'll go ahead and number you off while Ansley explains the rules.
Okay, so the rules of the game. You're going to have to work as a team to spell out a word from one of these buckets we have here, and you have a word. You're going to have strings and a marker and a piece of paper. You're going to have to work as a team and communicate to spell out the word the best you can and fastest. So, Alex, get a whole number of numbers. Everybody from group 1. I would love all to stand up, please. Thank y'all. And this one, we're going to be right over here. Hold on, let's see here. Group 2. Stand up, please.
Momentarily.
Group 2, you're going to be over here. So, just move on some of this stuff. And group 3, you're going to be back.
Alright.
So, I'm going to go around and y'all, your group is going to draw a word. So, anyone want to draw a word?
within this, you may notice that laying around, if there isn't one, we'll get to it, but laying around, there's a marker with various pieces of yarn tied to it. What in the world, right? So when you're doing this activity, you will untap the marker, everyone will hold a piece of yarn, and it is your job to write out the word that you were given. So you will have 2 minutes to complete this. The first chapter that wins gets a prize, of course. But the goal of this is to learn to communicate with your new team. So this is your new team. Everybody get familiar because y'all are going to be working together.
Oh, also, whoever is doing a good job at showing teamwork and communication skills will win a ticket. So y'all, please keep in mind that whoever gets the tickets from an officer position will get a special prize at the takeaway to the prizes. Yes. I'm so excited for my prize, y'all.
This is the prize for top president. It's a little keepsake box with a journal.
This is the prize for best treasurer. It's a little money chain. I made it myself last night, so it is like the best ever. Is it proud of me? I am. I love it.
Okay, so now that everybody has their word, has everybody seen what it is? Everybody opened it up? If not, go ahead and do that now. Okay, now that that's open and you know what the word is, you have about, what's 30 seconds? Let's say 30 seconds to plan with your team. Yes. Oh, of course, hang on. Let me get y'all. There may be an extra one up here that's already tied. Can we start? Yeah, just tie it around each piece. And what's the those two already have theirs.
Hey, Alex, want to go ahead and get started?
Not quite yet. We've got the tie this one. Oh yeah, each piece of yarn, the way it's tied, it should have 2 strings that you can pull. So if there isn't exactly the number of yarn strings that you need for your team, just pick one, pull. Remember, communicate.
You've done it already?
Y'all are done. Oh,
You
wow,
didn't say
you guys.
you didn't say how far away we had to hold it.
That's what we meant by strategy and holding it over with your team.
Look at y'all go.
Alright, and since you are our first place team, everyone gets tickets. Make sure that you and your chapter bring these tickets back to the registration table. They will be put in a Ziploc bag with your chapter name on it. And then at the end, they will all be tallied up so that you have a chance to win the chapter platinum. Alright. Oh, that's actually pretty good. Are you guys done? Have y'all really? Absolutely, guys. The next part of our presentation, event planning. I've been attending COLW for, I can't even count how many years, and the district officers and state officers every year would always bring such good information. I'd be like, hey, I would like to incorporate that in my chapter, but I would have no clue how to get started. For example, they give ideas on fundraising, but I wouldn't know what my first steps need to be. So I'm going to try and help you guys get started today. So anything that comes to mind when planning an event is you always need to contact your supervisor first, right? So if I wanted to plan something, let's say a chapter cornhole tournament, I would contact my advisor. I would say, good afternoon, would you be okay if the chapter decided to hold a cornhole tournament? And make sure it sounds professional so that they know that you're being polite and respectful. Once you've reached out to whoever's in charge of you, make sure that you contact your team. Be like, hey, are you guys okay with having a chapter cornhole tournament? And if everybody's okay, go for it. But there are always some bumps in the road, so if everybody's not okay with it for whatever reason, you may need to plan accordingly. Let's say somebody doesn't want to have a chapter cornhole tournament. What if they want to have a chapter game night? So if that has more of an appeal, you may have to train them. Okay? That's all. But the next step is making sure you have your date and time set out. Now this is the most tricky part. Every single time without fail, somebody is going to have a conflicting event. Let's say you have a livestock show that day. Let's say you have something else FFA related. Then you're obviously not going to be able to go. So what should we do? This is where you communicate with your team and make sure that we can get a date figured out so that you guys can do this thing. Once that's done, go out, buy your materials for the event once you've agreed on a date. Once that's done, let's say, for example, the letters we needed for today, these, I went out and bought those as soon as I was okay with it with Ansley. We checked in with each other and we were good to go for our workshop. So we went, we bought everything necessary. Once we're done, we filed that in our finance report, but that's another story. So once that's done, you are good to get the word out. This is extremely important. If you want to have a successful event, you have to get the word out. People aren't going to come if they don't know what you're doing. Oftentimes I'll find myself being like, oh, I didn't know that they were doing that. And it's because they didn't get the word out. So typically it's over social media. It could be posters in your school hallway. I know that people don't typically look at those, but they get more across than you may think. It may just be something as simple as telling somebody, hey, we're having this event, I would really like for you to come. But once you get the word out, you are all set. You can have whatever event you want, and it will be a success. If it's run well, people will talk good about you. People will say, oh yeah, they did a great job with this. I had a great time. And that's the end goal, to make sure that it's well run, well prepared, and that everyone had a good time. So, now that we're done with this lecture, we are going to get into our next activity. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to number you into 1 and 2 groups. So I'll give you your number 1 and 2. And we have these whiteboards. You guys are going to create an event flyer with a date, a time, a chaperone, what the event is about. Okay? And then once that is finished, you guys are going to present it to the other team. Okay? And we will see how well you guys do with the time limit, which is 4 minutes. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and start numbering you off. Oh, and don't worry, the board doesn't have to be cute, it just has to get the point across. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. All right?
I'm so excited to show you what you're doing.
This is the best part of this workshop. Drum roll, please.
It's a video! Alright, y'all. This is my favorite thing ever. I made it like last night.
Okay. May we have our ones to the front, please?
Oh, be sure to be careful with this. It can work.
Yes, be
And it
careful.
is not
Those- Yeah, it fits the other way. Yeah, that way, it does that way. Okay, do we have a spinner for the group? Anybody that wants to spin the wheel? All right, go ahead. Yes, it goes that way. Chapter cornhole tournament, what we were just talking about, okay? So you guys, group 1 will be over there at that lab table with that whiteboard. I will come around and give you your markers momentarily, or if you want to get them. I can go ahead. Okay, Ansley's going to give you your markers, but in the meantime, 2s come to the front of the room, please. All right. Do I have anybody who wants to spin? Yes. 1, 2, 3. Somebody hit the ticket for the wheel, and Ansley has to look. Hang on. No, she doesn't. No, it's not. There you go. Okay, spin again. Spin again. Wow. Absolutely. Officer social. All right.
No, just did.
Are you serious? Y'all already got it. I'm sorry. Okay. Officer social. You got the printer? All right. So you guys, we go to that board over there. The panel table. I don't know why it's there, but it's there. And you guys will get some markers. Give them that. All right. I'm gonna give out 4 markers. first, group 2, please give them your full undivided attention. You guys can come up here. I know. I thought that I was like, wait a minute, that's the
I'm gonna go over here.
You'll have to excuse me. I've got my speaker.
Okay, so we're gonna do an FFA cornhole tournament. It'll be October 15th, 2024 at 5:30. Kind of chose a fall day because that's just, I don't know, I like the fall and you can like put on a So the location is in an ag building and the supervisor is Chad Hall. And then the winner gets $100 as well. Little cornholes. I'm not going to do bag.
Alright, is that it for you guys? Well, good job. It looks good. Y'all, let's all give them a round of applause. It looks like you guys worked well as a team. Alrighty. If you don't mind, please take the board back where it was, erase it. And then once you are finished with that, please give group 2 the same undivided attention.
Let's give us another round of applause for group 1. That didn't really get
Let's give a round of applause for group 1. Man, I know y'all are sleepy.
Come on, y'all.
Come on, guys.
We're at CLW with the office.
Is it rock song?
Yes, that's good.
Okay, we're gonna host an officer social. Ms. Blunt will be supervising on July 16th at 12:30 at the Ag Shop. We picked in the summer so that way you get to meet them before school starts. And then we're gonna have a barbecue cookout and an ice cream bar. This is a chance for our
This is an opportunity for the students to be able to meet the officers, and it could bring like more people to FFA.
That is really
Is
good.
that it for you guys? Did we? Okay, good job, you guys. That looks really good. Oh,
I'm
Okay.
so proud of y'all using your like communication skills and teamwork skills.
so did you guys have to plan it out, or did you guys just kind of wing it?
I mean, I feel like we all like agreed with everything. Like it was
Okay.
really easy.
It's easy when everybody agrees, but that's kind of the whole communication point, you know? You had to ask them to see if they agree, right? So when you're communicating with everybody, if everybody happens to agree, then you've done a successful job. Good job, guys. Did you guys have to communicate with your team? Good. So in the end, you did take away something. Good job, guys. Alrighty. So let's put those boards back and they are erased. So let's see how much time we've got and then we'll get you guys started on the next thing. Oh yeah, that's good. That's good. Okay.
So, if everybody would.
Every time. Sorry guys.
If y'all would please get your seats, I'm gonna have some questions for y'all after these last activities and lunch. Alright, so what's some things we learned in these activities and this information that we didn't know already? Is there anything you want to like talk about, ask questions about? Like, y'all, I'm not gonna microphone, I promise. You can ask a question. Or just a comment, like,
If you guys have no questions or comments, you guys obviously know how to plan an event. You guys did very well with your boards. Proud of you guys for working as a team. That was really good. And that's what it takes to make it work as a chapter. So when you go back to your chapter, you can take this information that you learned to plan an event or to recruit new members and apply it. You guys will have a really successful turnout if you do. I promise.
I feel like y'all did a phenomenal job, and y'all really need to get your help talking about this stuff. So,
Yes, y'all, you guys did really good.
y'all did a great job today.
Okay.
Really proud of all of you.
So, we have about 17 minutes left. So, we have one more really fun activity for you guys. Okay? Can we get everyone to make a circle/oval thingy on this side of the room? If we need to move the table over, that's fine. Just make sure that we can obviously we have a ball of yarn. So Ansley is going to hold the end of the string of the yarn. So what we do now is she will throw this ball of yarn to somebody in the circle. It can't be somebody she knows, and it cannot be somebody beside her. So once she says her name, her chapter, and an interesting fact about her, she will throw it to somebody else. So let's say Mason got it. Then he would hold on to the string and not let it go, and he would give his name, his chapter, and an interesting fact about him. Okay? Does everybody understand that? So the catch is, once you're done, you have to go in reverse and explain what the person before you had. So let's say Mason still has it. He just went before Ansley, and we made it back around the circle. So now that he has it, he'll say, oh yeah, that's Ansley Jones. She's from the Wadley FFA chapter, and a fun fact about her is she likes photography, right? So see how easy it is to listen and communicate, so to speak, and just apply what you've learned to remember something about the person next to you, okay? So, do we have any questions before we get started?
I got a question.
Yes.
I forgot her name.
It's okay, we'll do that momentarily. Oh, also another thing, guys, the air just so happens to kick on every single time we've done this so far. So make sure you speak up. People have not been able to hear, and that is a bit of an issue. So just make sure you speak up louder than you normally would. I know it's not comfortable sometimes, but it's what we've got to do.
And don't be afraid to talk, y'all.
Yes, don't be afraid to talk. It's fine. We're just people. Y'all are cool.
Yeah. We're not
All right. So I'm going to scoot in right here, and we are going to go ahead and get started.
Alright, so I'm going to start us off. My name is Ansley, if you didn't know already. I'm from the Wadley FFA chapter, and you stole my fun fact, so I'm going to...
Sorry, that was my bad.
It's fine. A fun fact about me is, well, I'm everyone's favorite redhead. So, sorry.
It's okay. It's okay, just catch it. It ran away. It happens. All right.
And make sure to hold on to your head.
Yeah, try to hold it tight if you can. Yeah, that'll just keep it a little even. Okay, there you go. And then just hold on to that string. There you go.
Can I repeat hers?
No, you say yours.
Okay, my name is Macy, and I'm from the Real-Time FFA chapter, and a random fact about me is my favorite color is green. Her name is Ansley. She's in the Wadley FFA chapter, and it's okay. I'm everyone's favorite. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Now I just let you know.
Okay, but the only thing is when we go around, we're just gonna say the thing about ourselves. That was good though. Like, don't get me wrong, that was really good. But we're only gonna say the fact about ourselves, and then when it comes back to you, you tell it about. That's how.
So at the end, you're just gonna say the things you know about me.
Ooh.
Get it correct.
Hold up, I got you. I got you. It's okay, just hang on to it as it comes your way.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. We're making a big old spider web.
My name is Ashley. I'm from the Wilson chapter, and fun fact about me is that I cheer for 6 years.
Oh, okay.
Cheer for 6 years.
Oh, cool. So you do cheer?
I did that.
Ooh, okay. Ooh.
I'm Ella Waits. I'm here with Woodland, the Woodland chapter. My favorite band is Turnpike Troubadours. I've seen them 4 times. I don't know. Fun.
Ooh, hold on.
Oh,
to
I
the
gotta
string.
hold it.
It's okay.
Sorry.
It's okay. It happens.
I'm Mason Moore. I'm from Shelby County High School, and I may or may not have short-term memory loss. I ain't very good. I kind of remember what you said. We'll probably be fine.
It happens to the best of us.
Oh, I know screwed that up.
Oh, no, it's okay. It's okay. Y'all are fine.
Mason Wells from Isabella. It's fact about me. My favorite color is blue.
Okay.
My favorite color is blue.
Mine too.
The best color.
My name is Garrett Maddox. Talking. And interesting fact about me is I got hair down to my back.
I never would have guessed. Hey, hang on to it. Sorry.
My name's Dylan. I go to Asheville, and I like wrestling.
Ooh, it's okay. Just catch it. There you go.
My name is Abby. I'm from the Phil City chapter,
fun fact about me is I have a three-legged dog.
Oh, wow. Okay, Abby. Oh, yeah. Oh, that was good.
I'm actually spoken on from Ansley and Ackerville.
You what now?
I'm in Ackerville.
Oh, well.
Hold it.
Oh, hold it, guys. Sorry. There you go.
I'm Aiden First from Clay County, and my favorite cow is Angus.
Okay. Oh, it's all right. Let's catch it. There you go.
My name's Larry Dupree. I'm from the Beauregard High School chapter, and fun fact about me is I pole vault from my school track.
Ooh, okay.
That's cool.
My name is Alyx Johnson. I'm from the Woodland FFA chapter, and I have been showing pigs for 15 years. Okay.
My name is Lucy. I'm from the Pickens County FFA chapter, and I barrel race.
Oh, good.
Don't be too strange.
My name's Ava. I'm from Beauregard, and I've been cheering for 13 years.
Who hasn't gone yet? Her.
Oh, we got one here. All right.
My name is Kinley. I'm from the Water chapter, and a fun fact about me is my favorite place to go on vacation is the beach. That's my favorite.
Yes.
Softball skills.
There you go.
That's fine.
It's okay. It's okay.
My name is Brooklyn. I'm from Naples, and my fun fact is I've been to Wyoming.
Okay. Okay.
Did you like it over there?
Oh,
Was it like
Alright.
summertime or like winter?
It was in the middle, kind of. Like there was snow, but then it was also like sunny. And it was like very
okay. 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 So let's see. Everybody has caught the ball of yarn at least once. So now, what we're going to do is you're going to wrap it up a little bit. It's okay. You're good. And once you're about, yeah, that's about right. You're going to throw it back to the person that threw it. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You gotta say her name back to chapter. Sorry, guys.
It's fine. It came.
Yes, it is confusing.
Forgot her name. That's perfectly okay. What's her name?
Kinley, and she's modeling at the Fairfax Go Beach.
Alright.
Your name is Ava. You go to Beauregard, and you've been cheering for.
You don't have to remember.
13 years.
I'm sorry, I forgot your name. Yes, and you're from Pickens, right? And then, I forgot. Barrel race. I can't really hear.
Your name's Allie. I forgot where you're from, and you've been showing kids for
Yes. Very good. Alrighty. So this is Alyria Dupree. Alyra. Okay. Okay. Sorry. And she is from Beauregard. And what did you say your fact was? I'm sorry. Oh, you pole vault. Okay. Here you go.
Oh, he's from Clay County. I know that.
They're Asian from Clay County, and I don't know that. I don't know.
It's okay. It is a lot to remember and it does get confusing. Can you restate that fact for her, please?
My favorite breed of cow is Angus.
Yeah, that one.
Ash. Yeah, and I don't remember anything else.
Matthew Smith.
All I remember is you like the turnpike troubadours. You sang them like 4 times. And your last name's Walters.
Wait.
And your,
Close enough. That was close.
I get an E for effort.
Yeah,
Of course.
yeah. Okay. You're Ashley from Hill City. And cheer. Yeah, you've been cheering for, what was it, 6 years? Yep.
And you're everybody's favorite.
That's spot on. Way to go.
That's spot on. Good job, guys. This was a really good round. Okay, so the thing with the yarn bag is, of course, you have to remember the fact about the person who went before you. It's not as easy as it seems, right? This goes to show you how important communication is, right? So being an active communicator also comes with being an active listener, okay? So you had to listen to the person who went before you to remember their name, fact, and chapter. Gets kind of tricky, doesn't it? And yes, I know it does. But now that you have those active listening and communicating skills, you have lifelong skills that can be applied in everyday walk of life you have. Whether it's now planning something for your chapter, recruiting new members, or something on down the road, you have got it, okay? You have those fundamental skills that you need to move forward. Congratulations, you guys.